People, and today I've got 3 iPhones here. I thought they were 4s, but they're all 4Ss. I can tell because the camera and the model, the antenna and the model numbers are 4Ss. This one's quite cool because it's got a transparent back, and as you can see, I've managed to get it on, and it's on iOS 9. I can tell because of the roundedness of the corners, but of course you can downgrade these. And by looks of this, considering this one's saying connect to iTunes, that might be activation locked. It did say they were for parts, and that one probably is activation locked due to it asking to connect to iTunes. Let's find out. I've actually pulled out my computer because I didn't think I'd need iTunes for this to work. So, just gotta wait a second. Now these other ones, they've both got that battery icon, so be 7, 8 or 9, but that's 9. I can tell, as I said, because of the roundedness of the corners. Well, when I say corners, oh, you can see it's a bit broken. It was boot looping at first, and then it got into the setup screen, so I bet that's activation locked, but it's 4 parts, and I'm probably going to eventually grab that back because it looks cool. Can I just say that? And which one is it? I don't know which charger it's connected to. I'll swap chargers. These are, the same. So, yeah, don't worry, I know you are. Not true. By the way, which is better, the white or the black 4/4Ss? I really don't know. I do like both. If I can get this in here. Yeah, so I know which charger I need now. It's going to be this one. Okay. So it's a bit of a pain to boot up, but it did do something, and touch works and stuff. Powerburn Pro works. Yeah, at the very least it's 4 parts, but yeah. Also, what capacity are these devices? That's actually another good question. It does annoy me the fact that they remove, the battery capacities on the back of the iPhones. And yes, they probably did because, because 3 or 4 different backs, but well, 6 or 8, I guess. Or certain colours weren't available with capacities, or capacities were, depending on how you look at it. Isn't the 3GS, the white model, only available for 16 and 32, I say? Or was it 16? I can't remember. Something like that. It's only available for a certain capacity. I could try and do DFE mode, it's on iOS 9. But what if it's an untethered one, like 9.1 or 9.2 or 9.3? I think it's all the way up to 9.3.4 you can get untethered. It's probably more usable than the iPad 2 I've got on iOS 9. Well, it's dual booted. It's actually mainly running 6.1.3, so it's not horrible, of course. Okay, now I'm struggling to get this thing to turn on. Pain. Oh, these other two just chilling, Any guesses for capacities? I don't know. This could be an 8 for all I know. This could be 16. There's probably no way you could tell by looking inside. Maybe it has like the memory NAND has like a different model number, but you know, don't know if it's visible and whatnot. Will these actually charge? That's a good question. I believe one of them did say, at least one of them was just like stuck on the battery screen. Okay, so this is quite fun. I'm gonna stop filming and show you when something actually happened. There it is on the search screen. Power button works. Okay, I'll try and see what it says on iTunes. Be a sec. Well, I plugged into my thing again and it's like immediately turned off, so I guess the battery's pretty much dead. Maybe like the laptop's not providing enough power, which is kind of problematic, you know. So how am I supposed to set it up if I have to connect to iTunes? But the thing, I guess, you know, maybe swap the port. Maybe it's USB 2 and 3 uses have different power limits, and maybe USB-C, I don't know. I'm not an expert, I don't really know exactly USB specifications, apart from they have a really confusing naming scheme nowadays. See, whenever phone's powering on, I've plugged this in, I've kind of got it to work, but it's now doing the same thing again, so I think really it won't work until it gets a battery replacement. So yeah, bit problematic. So look, this is what I'm on. It's just stuck here. See you hopefully when this boots up. Darwin. Okay, this is finally turned on. It's got voiceover on. How do I disable it?
Voiceover off.
There we go. iOS 9 again. Is this going to be like the other one? And it's not suggesting a region, which kind of makes me think maybe it's fine. I don't know. I can avoid this, will like just die. Whilst I'm doing this. Yeah, it's definitely on 9 because once again the corners are very rounded, and it's very slow. Oh, it's asking for a passcode. Interesting. My very secret passcode. Wonder what it's set as. New iPhone. What does it think? Is it just like thinking it's connected to the internet? Circulating. Don't use. Agree. Seems fine. Apart from it took. Well, turn see you later. Don't send. I'm seeing this is like 9.3.5 or 9.3.6. I don't really know how to identify it. I don't think there's been any icon changes. So yeah, 9.3.6. Okay, got an iPhone 4S. Right, oh, storage. Okay, it's a 16 gigs. This one. I've got a 32 gig one. Right. Here. Deleted it using Cool Beta CLI, which is more reliable by the looks of it when you have a working power button. So this is on iOS 5 here, 5.1.1, and then the main OS is 6.1.3. It's quite reliable, so yeah. This one, just waiting for it essentially. Oh yeah, by the way, I did try and update it. It was saying it gave me the iTunes screen, and now it's just doing this. Maybe I should just give it time, just in case the battery isn't dead, but I can't doubt it because it was showing the battery as full, basically near full. So I think it's just the battery's really dead. But yeah. So I've got an iOS 9 iPhone here for us. Alright, I guess. And then probably iOS 9 to be fair. Or 8.4. So I guess I'm just gonna cancel this now. And yeah, see you again whenever. I've managed to find a problem with this iPhone. Wi-Fi seems to be dead. I wonder what if it happens if you put a SIM in it. I guess let's find out. Let's explain what's going on. So the Wi-Fi didn't work, so I was like, oh, I wonder what happens, you know, as I said, you know, Wi-Fi works. What happens if I put a SIM card in it? Well, the answer was it came up with activation required, and then when I swiped and unlocked, gave me an error of, it just told me to connect it to iTunes. It was a bit fiddly trying to connect it to iTunes. It was saying the SIM in this device isn't supported. So it's like, oh, okay, so it's locked. I assumed that it was EE, and guess what it was? And last time I had a phone locked to EE, they unlocked it as soon as I hit the button to submit the IMEI, you know? And that is exactly what happened. So now I have a phone that works with my thing, so I should be able to like log in and stuff. Not bad. Although, you know, Wi-Fi not working, it's not ideal. See you whenever, I guess. This one's finally turned on after 9 years. Oh, the icons have been rearranged slightly. Wonder if this is on a different version and so what. General about. No, also 9.3.6. I'll probably have one of these on iOS 8 and then the other on iOS 9, to be honest. Because I've already got one on 6 all storage. 16 gigs. Yep, also 16 gigs. It's not really much to say about this, but I've got another 4S. Oh, Wi-Fi. Does Wi-Fi work? It's the other one, it doesn't. Okay, it does. Cool. Except from, you know, the battery's pretty much. Well, could just be it takes well to charge. I'm signing into my Apple ID on the other one. I'd show you it, but I can't. Well, I could. Look. Scary, scary. It's just my email you can see. Oh well. See you in a bit. I've managed to get Cove working and yeah, it's activation locked. Woo! For some reason when I put in a SIM, you know, it complains about it being incompatible. But like the cool one has to be the one that's locked. Of course I can always swap these over. And it shouldn't be too hard, I die. But like, seriously? Rubbish. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Waste of my time. Yay. Thank you for watching, I guess. Goodbye.